Most of the newest, most popular new foods are coming from Asia, the Middle East, and Latin America. All very different tastes, but with one ingredient in common: chili peppers. So how do you make them bigger and better tasting? The man to ask is right here in Arizona.
In some moments, you'll hear Ed Curry giving directions in Spanish.
No pesca la primero. La primero 16 sucos es especial.
Other times, it's English.
You guys can walk to the other side and come back.
Then back again.
When you get a real sweet flavor and a little bite behind it, it's awesome.
But the language that rolls off Ed Curry's tongue most fluently is probably heat, the bright, burning soul of chili peppers.
We got some that are really mean. They hit you and they don't turn loose. And they don't turn loose for a long time.
How hot will a pepper be? Ed says without tasting, the best way to guess is to look to see how far down the length of the yellow-white fibers does the capsaicin oil go. Capsaicin oil is what makes chilies hot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If it's a 10, it's really hot because the capsaicin goes all the way to the end. If it's an 8, then it's up here. If it's a very mild one, it would be like a 2. The other thing we watch for is how wide that band of heat is. So the further that goes down, the hotter it is.
Ed Curry is into genes. No, not blue jeans. Genes like finding and refining the genetic traits of chili peppers.
What we're trying to do here is improve this.
Jalapeno, ancho, serrano, and many more varieties. Several of the major brands of canned and jarred chili peppers used by major restaurants and grocery stores are varieties Ed and his team have perfected here on the family farm in Pierce, Arizona. 90% of the breeding seeds for green chili peppers in America come from Curry Farms.
My dad started growing chili in 1957. I was born in 56. So since I was 1 year old, I've been in the chili field. And that's partly why we do this. My mother and father loved this. Chili's what made their life. They moved here from Oklahoma. They started growing pepper.
Ed started young on this quest. Ed's expert breeding is also at work to create chili peppers that have certain shapes and sizes that large food suppliers need.
More than heat, it's what we're doing in breeding is about flavor. It's about flavonoids and what makes it good, you know, besides just the heat. Another part of the industry that we deal with extremely is the color part, the color extraction. For many companies, they want to extract this red dye so it becomes usable for makeups, for lipstick, for those kind of things. It's real important, especially for the ladies that this goes into makeup on, that we take the heat out. Otherwise, they're going to have hot lips. Now, I've been told that some of them don't need my pepper to make their lips hot, but
This part of the state is ideal for growing peppers. High elevation, cool nights, more rain than most of the rest of the state. There's a lot of science behind these flavors. Ed's at work finding new flavors and even new ways to ease your aches and pains.
It's mainly for aching muscles. There's some new studies showing that they can use capsaicin for local anesthesia on topical surgery. Lot of uses for capsaicin.
Once the peppers are out of the field, they come here to the farm's processing plant. The flesh and pulp are separated, heated, and dried. Much of this will go into chili powder and paste.
We range from extremely hot to extremely mild. And what we like to do, my favorite, what many of the canners are wanting is that medium heat with a little bit of sweet flavor behind it. And that's what we've been breeding for, is to get that little niche.
But the real treasure is here. The genetic genius of what's inside these seeds that will go to other growers in the Southwest and the rest of the country. Ed Curry has never stopped being fired up about chili pepper. He keeps this rig at home to roast and taste what comes out of his fields. Water and some foods may be able to quench some of the burn in the hottest chilies growing on this farm, but nothing will ever douse the passion this man has for this strange and spicy plant. If you can't make it to Curry Farms, we're going to show you a southern Arizona business where you can get some.
40 miles south of Tucson, in the small community of Tumacacori, sits the world-famous Santa Cruz Chili and Spice Company.
We get spices from Australia. We ship to Iraq. We ship everywhere we can.
Walk into the old store and your nose will tell you you're not in Kansas anymore. Why? Because they don't have spices and chilies like this in the land of Dorothy and Toto.
You get used to it after a while. The first days it's really tough. Your sinuses and everything. After a while, your car, your clothes, everything smells like it.
A visit to the back of the store where the chili is packaged is the reason why.
This chili powder is called Anaheim chili powder. And what we do is try to pick it out when it's really fresh. The more orange it is, the more hot it gets.
The ladies at the Santa Cruz Chili Company are to chili what sommeliers are to wine. And they take their jobs very seriously.
Here in Santa Cruz Chili, we have a different kind of chilies. Ground habanero,
We have chili piquin,
ground chipotle powder,
chili chimayo,
green chili powder, brown chili de árbol,
pico de gallo,
chili tipín, guajillo powder.
In fact, the Santa Cruz Chili Company has well over 100 kinds of chilies and spices to choose from. You can buy hot stuff from the Orient to the Middle East to Mexico and the U.S.
I give people a treat you wouldn't believe. I have orders that come in from people saying, get me this, get me that, give me something else. Because they love the spices here.
I like the herbs here. I can get a lot of different herbs that normally I can't find in Michigan.
The ladies of the Santa Cruz Chili Company really believe that variety is the spice of life and is the gateway towards good health because
a chili a day keeps the doctor away.